1 second. Give me 30 seconds. Thank you. Okay. Reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi line, chapter 14. Here we go. Shloka 1. Gopala Bhagavat Goshavana means Haripagati Vilasa. 21. I worship that Chaitanya by whose remembrance even difficult things somehow become easy. By forgetting him, the easiest tasks become difficult. I'm gonna try to find the Sanskrit what you might call it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to find the Sanskrit equivalent. Or you know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna do it. It's gonna take a long time for me to find it. So, just going back to the text. Here we go. Glory to Sri Chaitanya, glory to Nityananda, glory to Advaita Chanandra, and to the hosts of Gaura Bhaktas. I'm gonna read it again. Glory to Sri Chaitanya, glory to Nityananda, glory to Advaita Chanandra, and to the hosts of Gaura Bhaktas. The Sutra of the birthly line of Prabhu has been stated as the son of Yashoda has became the son of Chachi. It's too long. Okay. The Sutra of the birthly line of Prabhu has been stated as the son of Yashoda became the son of Chachi. The development of the birthly line has been remarked, and now let me. The development of the birthly line has been remarked, and now let me speak the sutras of his childhood. Shloka 2. I greet the entrancing Leela of the childhood of Chaitanya Krishna. Even though that childhood Leela is like an earthly Leela, it is mingled with the acts of God. In the childhood Leela, when at first he lay with his face turned upward, he showed his. In the childhood Leela, when at first he lay with his face turned upward, he showed to his father and mother the signs on his feet. In the house, the two saw the print of light feet, and on them shone the flag, thunderbolt, conch, disc, and fish. To see this astonished them both. They were not able to ascertain whose footprints were in the house. Mishra said, Bala Gopala is here with the stone. His murti being in the house, he plays Ano in fun. And at that moment, Nimai awoke crying, and Chachi took him into her lap and fed him from her breast. While he was drinking from the breast, she saw her son's feet, and seeing those signs on his feet, she said, she had Mishra called. I'm going to read it again. While he was drinking from the breast, she saw her son's feet, and seeing those signs on his feet, she had Mishra called. And when he saw the mind of Mishra was overjoyed, and secretly he had Nilambara Chakravarti called. Seeing the signs, Chakravarti said smiling, previously after calculating the horoscope, I wrote it down. 32 signs, the marks of a great man, there are. On the body of this child, I saw all those signs. Shloka 3, Samudrika 3. Having 5 that are long, 5 fine, 7 are red, 6 are raised, 3 are short, wide, and deep. A great man is characterized by 32. I'm gonna try to find Samudrika text. Give me 1 second. I mean, if it's gonna take me more than 1 minute, I'm not gonna do it. But, you know, if I could... Ooh, oh, okay, cool. Sounds good. Pull it up. Because it's better to read with the Sanskrit than not. The problem is, you know, it's really difficult to find. Yeah, it's very difficult to find. Okay, so never mind. I'm just gonna continue reading from without, I think it's in Hindi. It might not be in Sanskrit. I don't read Hindi. So, anyway, here you go. His hands and feet are marked with the signs of Narayana. This child will save all people. He will propagate the Vaishnava Dharma, and from that will be the salvation of the two families. Arrange a great when I said I don't read Hindi, I meant my manat hakrahama hadayu, that's Hindi. So you know, and also it's also Hebrew and Hindi. They're both the two languages both start with an H. Let that be something to you. And my mantra starts with an H, and also the Hare Krishna mantra starts with an H. What's the significance of that, you know, H letter? It's part of the word Hare. Hare means the female deity in the adjective form. So it's Hare means holy, or you know, something more. Holy sounds more masculine, something more feminine than the word holy. But it's a feminine female god adjective. So, you know, goddess-like. Hare, that's what it means, goddess-like. Many meanings. I'll just, you know. Okay, here we go. Where was I? Arrange a great festival. Have all the Brahmanas summoned. Today is an excellent day. We shall have the name giving. This one will be the upholder and protector of all people. His name shall be Vishvamampara for that reason. Hearing this, the joy grew in the hearts of Chachi and Mishra, and bringing Brahmana men and Brahmana women, they had a great festival. Then, within a few days, Prabhu was crawling about on his knees, and then he showed many wonderful things. Under the pretext of crying because people I think this is good. Yeah. Because the people just I'll read it again from the technical difficulty. Under the pretext of crying, he caused people to say the name of Hari. The women all said Hari, and Garatama smiled. Then after a few days, he was walking on his feet, and mixing with the other children, he played various games. One day, Chachi brought koi and sandesha sweets. Filling a box with it, she gave it to him and said, "Sit and eat this." So saying, Chachi went to do her work in the house. Hiding himself, the boy began to eat mud. Seeing this, Chachi came running, crying, "Ha-ya, ha-ya," and snatching away the mud, she asked, "Why are you eating dirt?" And weeping, the child said, Why are you angry? You gave me more to eat. What is my fault? Koi, sandesha, rice are transformation of dirt. This is dirt. I'm gonna read it again. Sorry. I'll read the 24. And weeping the child said, why are you angry? You gave me more to eat. What is my fault? Koi, sandesha, rice are transformations of dirt. This is dirt. That is dirt. What is the difference between them? Consider. The body is earth, food is earth. Unthinkingly, you blame me. What can I say? Finally, astonished, Shachi said to him, who has taught you philosophical argument and to eat earth? Food is a changed form of earth. And food is a changed form of earth. And if you eat it, the body is nourished. But if you eat earth, you become ill and the body wastes away. I fill the clay jug, which is earth in a changed form, and bring water in it. But when you put it in a lump of dirt, the water is absorbed. So to hide himself, Prabhu said to her, oh mother, why did you not teach me this at first? Now I know that, and I shall not eat dirt. When I am hungry, then I shall drink from your breast. So saying, he climbed up into the lap of his mother, and sucking her breast, smiled happily. In this way, under various pretexts, he showed his divinity, and afterwards hid it by making apparent his childishness. 3 times he ate the food of a Brahmana guest, and afterwards, secretly, he saved the Brahmana. A thief took Prabhu, who was outside, and climbing up on his shoulder, he deluded him into returning. On the pretext of illness, in the house of Jagatisha and Hiranuya, he ate the food which had been offered to Vishnu and Ekadashi day. Taking all the boys to the houses of neighbors in the neighborhood, he stole and ate various things, and he beat the other boys. The boys pleaded their case to Sachi, and hearing it, Sachi scolded her son. Why do you steal? Why do you hit the other boys? Why do you go to the houses of others? Is there nothing in the house? Hearing this, Prabhu grew angry and went inside the house and broke all the crockery that was in the house. Then Chachi took him into a lap and soothed him. Ashamed, Prabhu knew his own faults. Once, when Prabhu hit his mother with the palm of his hand, he wept when he saw her fall unconscious. The women said, bring a coconut and give it to her, then your mother will be well again. So he went outside and produced 2 coconuts, and he went outside and produced 2 coconuts. And seeing this wonder, everyone was astonished. And that's something. He produced 2 coconuts. Āmēn. Whatever that means. Sometimes, with the other children, he took a bath in the Gangangan. Girls came there to worship the deity. Having taken their baths in the Gangangan, they began their pujang, and Prabhu came and sat among the girls. He said to the girls, worship me, and I shall give you a boon. Ganga and Durga are my maidservants. Maisha is also my maidservant. So he put sandalwood and a flower garland. What a word, flower garland. It's a roller coaster of a word. So he put sandalwood and a flower garland on himself and snatched and ate the offerings Sandesha, rice and bananas. I'm gonna read it again, sorry. So he puts on the not chum. So he put sandalwood and a flower garland on himself, and snatched and ate the offerings. Sandesha, rice, bananas. In anger, the girl said, "Listen, you Nimai, you are our village relative. You're brother of us all. It is not proper to behave thus toward us. Do not take the things prepared for the deity. Do not behave so wrongly." Prabhu said, "This boon has been given to you all, the husbands of all of you." Prabhu said, "This boon has been given to you all. The husbands of all of you will be of the greatest beauty. The wise men, clever, youthful, and very wealthy. Each of you will have 7 sons, long-lived and full of wisdom." I'll read that again. That's a pretty sentence. Huh? The wise men, clever, youthful, and very wealthy. Each of you will have 7 sons, long-lived and full of wisdom. Hearing this boon, the girls were inwardly delighted, but outwardly, in false anger, they scolded him. Some girls fled, taking the offerings away, and Prabhu, angry, called to them and said, "If you are not so kind as to give me those offerings, you will get old men for husbands, and each of you shall have 4 co-wives." I'm gonna read it again. This is a really fun sentence. "If you're not so kind as to give me those offerings, you will get old men for husbands, and each of you shall have 4 co-wives." Hearing this, they all became somewhat apprehensive. Who knows? Perhaps he's possessed of some deity. So they brought the offerings and placed them before him, and having eaten the offerings, he granted them each the boon that they desired. In this way, he showed his impatience to all the people. That's interesting. In this way, he showed his impatience to all the people, and no one had any sorrow, while all gained happiness. One day, the daughter of one Paralapacharyan, Lakshmi by name, came to worship the Devatang, having taken a bath in the Gangan. Seeing her, the mind of Prabhu was filled with attraction, and the sight of Prabhu aroused love in the mind of Lakshmi. Love arose naturally in both, though certainly concealed by the pranava of children. And seeing each other, the minds of both were delighted. Both manifested it under the pretext of Devapujang. Prabhu said, "Worship me. I am Mashivana. If you worship me, you will get whatever you desire." Lakshmi put flowers and sandalwood on his body, and offering a garland of jasmine, she bowed down to him. Receiving her pujang, Prabhu began to smile, and receiving her pujang, Prabhu began to smile, and reciting a shloka, he expressed his pranava. Shloka 4, Bhagavata Purana 10:22-25. I have that in Sanskrit. "22. "25. And if sometimes they make mistakes on their numberings, so it's not my fault at all. If I'm reading the wrong text, I'm just gonna, it's the right Sanskrit, pronunciation and everything. I mean, this is 10:22-25. My point is that they tend to make mistakes in the numberings. I don't know why, but let me just read what it says there in Sanskrit, and I'm reading that in Sanskrit first. Okay, cool. Hurry up. Page 25. 너처럼 상한가를 본 비디타흐 상하트비용 바와티낭 마달자나마 마야누모디타흐 소사오 사키용 바비투마하티. I'm gonna read it 3 times whenever I'm reading Chaitanya Charitamrita and they're referencing a Sanskrit text. I'll read it 3 times. Second time. So it starts from here, and sorry, there's a page break, but it's 2 lines, this one and that one. Here we go. Second time. 상은까르뽀 비디타흐 사하트비용 바바티남 마달자나마 마야누모디타흐 소사오 사티오 바비투마하티. Last try. 상은까르뽀 비디타흐 사하트비용 바바티남 마달자나마 마야누모디타흐 소사오 사티오 바비투마하티. Okay, now switching back to English. So I just read the Sanskrit text. Now I'm gonna go back to alright, a little slower, but I'm getting better at it. I hope. Yes, cool. Okay, so I just read this in Sanskrit. O virtuous women, worship of me is your known purpose, and I am especially glad of this purpose. It shall be fulfilled. After the two had performed Leela in this way, they went home. Who can understand the deep Chaitanya Leela? Witnessing the mischief of Chaitanya, everyone in Brahma went to see Witnessing the mischief of Chaitanya, everyone in Brahma went to see Shachi and Jagannatha and complained. One day, Shachi Devi scolded her son. She went to seize him, but the boy fled away. In a garbage pit on top of abandoned pots, Prabhudeva Vishvamambara was sitting happily. Shachi came and said, "Why have you touched this foul stuff? Go and bathe in the Ganga and purify yourself." Well, it's double changed. Last 2 pages. 10 minutes left. Hearing this, he spoke to his mother, Brahma Jnana. His mother was astonished, but she still made him bathe in the Ganga. Sometimes Shachi lay down with her son, and she saw that divine people had come and filled the earth. Shachi said, "Go, my son, and call your father." And when he heard his mother's instruction, Prabhu went outside. As he went, the string of bells on his ankles jingled. And hearing this, the minds of mother and father were astounded. I'll read that again. As he went, the string of bells on his ankles jingled. And hearing this, the minds of mother and father were astounded. Mishra said, "This is a most wonderful thing. How do we hear the sound of the anklets coming from the bare feet of the child?" Shachi said, "I saw another wonderful thing. Celestials in great numbers had come and filled our courtyard. They were all shouting aloud, and I could not understand them. I thought that they were praising someone." Vishnu said, "Let it be. There is no need for concern. Let Vishvamambara be well. This is my only wish." One day, Mishram, seeing the whimsicality. What a word. I drink every time I say the word whimsicality. How many times has the word whimsicality been uttered this year in the US? Whimsicality. Okay. One day, Mishra, seeing the whimsicality of his son, scolded him much and instructed him in Taima. In the night he saw a dream. A Brahmana came to Mishra and spoke angrily to him. Mishra, you know nothing of the real truth about your son. You beat and scold him considering him only your son. I'm gonna read it again. Mishra, you know nothing of the real truth about your son. You beat and scold him, considering him only your son. Mishra said, whether he be Deva or Siddhartha or Muni, however great he is only my son. The duty of a father is to teach and rear his son. If I do not teach him, how will he learn the meaning of Taima? The Brahmana said, if your son is the greatest of divinities, he has the knowledge of which a Siddhartha is by nature possessed. Teaching is meaningless. Mishra said, if my son is Narayana, still the Taima of a father is to instruct his son. In this way, the two debated Taima. Such was the pure parental love of Mishra that he knew nothing more. I'm gonna make that again. Wow. In this way, the two debated Taima. Such was the pure parental love of Mishra that he knew nothing more. Hearing this, the Brahmana went away delighted, and Mishra awoke much bemused. Hearing this, the Brahmana went away delighted, and Mishra awoke much bemused. He spoke of this dream in the places of his friends and relatives, and when they heard it, they were all puzzled. In such a way did Gaurachanandra perform his childhood Leela, and day by day the joy of the father and mother grew. And after some days, Mishra put the chalk into the hand of his son, and in a very short time he had learned the 12 compound consonants. So developed the sutra of childhood Leela. This Vrinandavana Dansa has described in detail. Thus I have written the sutras of this Leela in brief, and have not elaborated them for fear of repetition. Chaitanya, whose hope and faith lie at the feet of Rupa and Raghunatha, tells of the nectar of the acts of Chaitanya, the Chaitanya Charitamrita. I'll say that last sentence more. I'm done. Just the last sentence, thank you. Chaitanya, whose hope and faith lie at the feet of Rupa and Raghunatha, tells of the nectar of the acts of Chaitanya, the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much. Just gonna mark my progress for 9191. Okay, I think that's it for the day. I have nothing else. Yeah, nothing. No, shalom. Have a wonderful day and have a good night. And I am on X. I puke on X. I puke on X. I'll say that one more time. I puke on X all the time. So if you want to check it out, that's it. Thank you. Shalom. Have a good day.